That's the text to give. You can write a check. You can put cash in. Some people even put gambling chips in the offering plate. I'm not kidding. Because it's really giving not only to his church, it's giving to the Lord. So Dr. Lynn, would you scripture on your heart, whatever's in your heart, because you're my mentor. Do whatever you want.
The Lord shared with me the word stewardship. You know, Paul the Apostle thought very highly of stewardship of his calling and ministry. Let's pray. Let's believe, God, that our vision will even expand and extend and do more effectively than ever before. Father, in Jesus' name, I thank you for the privilege of being part of this great work right here at ICLV.
And the buckets are going to go around the aisles. Go ahead and give as the Lord leads your heart.
All right, man. We in here, man. Hair looking wild as ever. Hate when my shit get long. That boy, it get curly as hell. But we here, man. So I had a couple minutes to talk some shit. 1 second. Let's see. I can't stand this shit. Give me 1 minute. 1 second. We about to start. I ain't gonna be too long. But we're gonna talk about Tank and Jake Paul. I don't know, man. YouTube be having some. It'd be funny. We have to write man funny as shit. But you gonna take Vergil Lubin in Ennis Ringside. So even the Jake Paul blasted. I ain't gonna waste no time. Give me 1 minute. YouTube just getting on my nerves. 1 minute. We're talking about, Jake Paul, basically, he went on Aiden Ross channel and said they got visuals of what Tank did. And allegedly he went to a titty bar, caught his new girl in the titty bar, and now she's suing. I mean, if he need to know whether, she was in it for the money, she was in it for the money. I remember my mom was like, somebody I knew used to be in the streets, and he used to be surrounded by street bitches, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I never understood why he was attracted to those type of women. And to me it's a great question. Why do some guys are attracted to women that go into the fast lane, man? You got to ask yourself that. Why are some guys love those fast lane women, those slick talking women? And when you deal with them, you have to know that you have to be able to have the temperament to know that they're trying to get a rise out of you, or you got, if you can't keep your hands to yourself, you don't need to be dealing with those women. Those women, they like to be abusive, mentally, physically, emotionally abusive. They do it on purpose. Women manipulate how you feel to get a rise out of you. And a lot of women will love for you to put your hands on them so they can hold something over your head. So like if you leave, oh, you hit me and I forgave you when you hit me. That's what they really do. They want to, take you and drag you to a level. Most guys, they can never get out of liking what they like. And that's unfortunate because that's going to damage you for a long time. When you like what you like as a man, and it's the wrong type of woman, and you don't learn from experiences, it's just a matter of time before, it's just a matter of time before you end up in jail, you end up in this situation. And they know, like, they feel like once you do this, just like even no money involved, you do this, they have something over you. They have leverage over you. So you can be like, well, I'm leaving. Well, I ain't leave you when you hit me. Or remember that time you put your hands on me? So they hold that over your head, homeboy. And a lot of women, I was listening to a brother speak about this. My man's Dre. Y'all probably seen him with the Lokes on, on Instagram and shit. He made a great point. He said a lot of women that tend to be abusive tend to be cheaters. So a lot of, like I said before, when you look at these situations with Tank got to upgrade what he like. And I get Tank grew up in the gutter and all that type of stuff. He grew up with hood rats and shit like that. And that's what you tend to be attracted to. And I get it. I get it more than most. But you got to boss your life up. Dealing with those type of people and those type of women or people in general around you, they ain't gonna do nothing but set you up for failure, brothers. They ain't gonna do nothing but set you up for failure. So unfortunately for him, he like those fast talking, fast lane women. And that come with a lot of them believe also that if you don't physically abuse them or you don't emotionally like yell and scream at them and do shit like that, you don't love them. They associate like abuse with love, whether it's verbal abuse, physical abuse, or this shit that they, this emotional abuse bullshit. They associate that with abuse. So don't forget that. So a lot of y'all, y'all like the BBL warriors, y'all like the hood rats and all that, bro. That come with a price. Do you have the temperament to deal with that? Do you have the discipline to keep your hands to yourself? And most of y'all don't. And most of my brothers in the community, the black guys, feel like that you have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with that. A lot of y'all feel like y'all have to put up with that to be with a woman. Look here, let me say this first and foremost. A woman should be the woman should be honored that you speaking to her. A woman should be paying you to be with her, to be real. But that's another story for another day. And women, you shouldn't be, I'm so glad to be in this bitch's presence. Man, get out of here. If something go down, you expect to put your life on the line. If she needs something, you expect to do that. She needs something fixed or she needs something appraised. A man stops a woman from getting fucked over by other people, other women and men. If they see a girl walk, let me put it to you this way. If they see a woman walking down the street by herself in a dark alley or just walking down the street herself at night, and then they see that same woman another night walking down the same street, same time with a man, who they gonna try? Who most likely gonna try? Even if are they gonna catcall her? No. Are they gonna rob her? No. Not was she with the man, but she bought her. Shh. Hey, you ain't gonna do nothing. You laying on your side being lazy. So somebody come through that window, what you gonna do laying on your side? Exactly. Jake Paul blast Gervonta. That's a reach. That's not pause. Come on, get out of here with that. That's a reach. Get out of here. But when a man is there, the provision is there. Let's say somebody come over there to put your gutters in. They gonna get over on the woman if a man not there. Oh yeah, you need the platinum gutters. Yeah, we gotta put this spray in the gutter so the leaves won't stick so they can slide out. Like I said before, the provision that you and the protection that you bring, from a physical standpoint, from people getting over them on a financial standpoint of view, or just the protection when you at a girl house and she ain't used to having a guy there, she can sleep. They sleep best next to a dude because if somebody come through that window or something go down, you think a woman wouldn't get up and put her life on the line? Absolutely not. Hell no. Your presence alone, a bitch should be praying for your presence alone, bro. Even without monetary gain. So remember that. Like, she lucky to have you, ain't lucky to have her. As far as other than pussy, what else she gonna bring? Unless you bring connections, political connections, hustle, ambition, drive. If she bring trustworthy, loyalty, things that most bitches don't come with today. Gervonta got to boss his life up when he dealing with these hoes. And this is why he in the position he in. Now, there's a thought that people are saying that this fight wasn't selling. That's what it fell out. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I couldn't tell you. There's a thought process that this fight fell out because it wasn't moving on units. And I believe they moved it to Miami, right? I believe they moved it to Miami. And Miami don't care nothing. Look here. One, it ain't nothing to do in Miami. Right? Other than club and Ain't really nothing to do with Miami, bro. Club and get with hood rats that find out, think they're 10 and get to Miami and find out they're -9. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. So ain't nothing much to do in Miami, bro. Like, honestly. But they don't care about no sports. Have you ever watched them at the Miami Heat game? They don't care. The Marlins game, they don't care. Miami is one of those places that don't need sports team. They don't care nothing about sports. You got to understand, Miami is a cultural hub. It's Cubans, it's Haitians, it's blacks, it's Puerto Rican. They don't care nothing about American sports down there. I think if anything, they care about baseball. When you in Miami, it's all about the water. It's all about the bitches and all that. Like when you're young, Miami is a thing. So I'm gonna go to Miami. It's a thing when you're young. When you get older, like you don't want to be around that bullshit. Let's keep it real. You don't want to be around that bullshit, right? But it's not a sports place. Even Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather themselves, there's a lawsuit saying that some resellers, I don't know if they settled or what happened, but the lawsuit alleged that, they bought some tickets and they were supposed to resell and they didn't get their resale value. They didn't get their money back on the tickets. They're supposed to buy these tickets up as resellers and flip it. And they didn't get their money on the flip side of the game. Oh, this guy. Somebody stepping right outside the window. Yeah, go be a tough guy. Go. Yeah, go protect my window. Yeah, go be a tough guy. Yeah, be a tough guy. We gonna let him be a tough guy. Put his head out the window. Yeah, let him know. Be a tough guy. Let Brad and Samantha know you hear while they walking they fucking cat. Yes, they walk their cats around here. Never seen them before. So, but the Miami Dolphins, you mean the Miami Hurricanes back in the day? That's the only team. But hold on. Oh, but yeah, this is what I was trying to get to. So give me 5 seconds. And our tough guy's back. He back. Did you get the perpetrators? Come on. You get the perpetrators? Yeah. You get the perpetrators? What's this on your head? Let me see. Right here. You won't let me touch it. I gotta see what it is. You heard Tom Brady cloned his dog? What if I cloned you? Would you be cool with that? I think like it's only one me, nigga. Don't you clone me? You ain't got money to clone me. So don't, nigga. Tom Brady cloned his dog. You think they ain't cloning niggas? Did y'all see that sex doll they had you can buy? Oh man, the awning's about to be going hard in the paint. Shit is crazy. Shit is getting crazy out here. Yeah, I know. The girls got roses and shit. Why can't these niggas have a sex doll for in the Bizak? So he said Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre request, the showing up hours late to shoots, to numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin and a man can commit. My thing is this: Brad been bapping up Becky, and I mean, you knew all this about him before. We seen him snatch Keisha up at the basketball game, but you still chose to work with him. We seen him do a press conference versus Ryan Garcia and show up hours late to the press conference. So you choosing to work with a guy that had a reputation of being hard to work with, unprofessional, having issues with valet drivers, getting sued by valet drivers, multiple accusations of, not keeping his hands to himself, going the distance with the bartender at the club. You knew this. So don't sit here and act like, oh, I didn't know. You cared more about the monetary gain versus Gervonta Davis than integrity. Jake Paul missed me with, he's a piece of shit, and you was willing to work with that piece of shit. You was willing to work with that piece of shit. Everything you said was already a history of that, and you didn't care because it made money. So say the morality. Say the fucking morality. He said, I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. If he's a woman abuser and we living in a matriarchal internet society, who cares? They ain't gonna support it, right? Your mother was black. Your mother was a woman. My company champions women. And I'm sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard prepping for this fight. Sacrificing time with loved ones and kids just for this fool to lose his unintelligent mind again. Again is the key word. You care so much about your female employees, so much about your female fighters, which are your employees, that you still was willing to go in there and fight a woman abuser and get and pay him a good payday. You don't give a fuck about them hoes. You care about your pocket over them women, bro. People kill me trying to put the morality cape on, you know, and try to cape, bro. Just like, bro, I wouldn't even have posted this. Honestly, I wouldn't have posted this. For what? This was the first time he did it fair and square. Fair and square. But he had a history of this. Sacrifice. Okay. He said, I hope you people moving forward look beyond his fake streetwear peace swag and search for something deeper to be a fan. As for me, it's on to the next one, as always, anytime, any place. Jake. So my thing, we already know this whole fight was more 9 times out of 10 gonna be a fake fight. Okay, we knew that, and then, you know, at the end of the day, that's why I didn't have no buzz. But to sit here and be like, well, yeah, you know, he fake this, that, and third, and fake streetwear and swag, and this, that, and the third. Yeah, I don't understand the infatuation with Tank, but Garfield, the coke sniffing cat, might have told us he might have alluded to us that it has something to do with some type of sexual attraction. It might have to do something with some type of sexual attraction. At the end of the day, you know, he's done a lot of suspicious things. You had that brother who made the video who out DL guys. I believe he was a homosexual. I ain't knocking him, but he says, you know, one of the signs of homosexuality was putting your, you know, being a woman abuser, constantly beating on women. Okay, cool. You know, that's one thing, but that wasn't his reasoning on why. His reasoning why, because Tank made a comment saying all men are on the DL. And that's what all he needed to make. But at the end of the day, you know, these people don't care. They don't care. They don't care that he bitched out. They don't care that, you know, he have a lot of, you know, a lot of these dudes are homophobic. But when it comes to their favorite fighter in Tank, they're not homophobic no more. They make an exception. They turn a blind eye. It was no different than the local dummy box community when one of their fighters, they champions or subject matter made, you know, one of their fighters look bad, they would ignore it. You know, and that's why I don't understand how a lot of y'all didn't really spot the sucker shit with them, because they would ignore it. It'd be something bad, and then they would ignore it and act like it never happened. Like, I addressed the good, the bad, the ugly, regardless. When Crawford beat Canelo, I still came on here and I had to take it on the chops. So be it. Every time I brought up a point, oh, you pick Canelo. But when you right, they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing at all. But I was able to deal with it. It come with the territory. But a lot of these dudes, man, they goofy. It has to be a sexual attraction. It has to be a sexual attraction with Gervonta Davis. Because he does all these rainbow things, all this abuse of women, and they sweep it under the rug. And then, you know, like I said before, be a professional. You know, I'll tell you this. It's a particular dude. His name was Derek Anderson. I want you to go look up an interview. I believe he was on a Knucklehead podcast. And go look up that man's life. Derek Anderson, he was a basketball player. And I'm just going to fast forward. He got to be with Jordan Brand because he was professional. You know, Michael Jordan said, you know, you always professional. You know, I hear great things about your character. So we're going to sign you to Jordan Brand. I want to sign you. And Derek Anderson was like, you want to sign me? Now, you may not know it. Derek Anderson, you know, if my memory serves me correctly, you know, he came home one day and I believe his mother had left him in an apartment by himself. And he had to, you know, fend for himself on his own. He had nobody. And along the way, he ended up sleeping with a woman and having a kid. Injured himself in college, bounced around, I think went to Ohio State to Kentucky, got into the league. He had a very rough life, bro. Very rough life. Very rough life. But the reason he was able to line a deal with Jordan Brand was because of his reputation of his character, his professionalism, him being on time, him being punctual, him being nice, speaking well. And Gervonta Davis need to understand that. It's not, oh, fashionably late. No, it's not about being fashionably late, brother. It's about being on time. Being, you know, and a lot of these dudes, they ain't never had a job. They ain't never got a point. So they feel like everybody is on their time. And when they find out real quick, fast, in a hurry, people ain't going to continue to put up with that, bro. They're not. Be punctual. All y'all brothers, man, don't waste people's time. You wouldn't want nobody to waste your time. You know, oh, being fashionably late, man, people remember that. On your way up, people remember how you are, how humble you are, how soft-spoken you are. You never know who that person might give you an opportunity. You never know. That one person that you shook their hand or you signed the autograph for could be the difference between, you know, you getting an opportunity with they build up $1 million, billion dollar program and they want you to fuck with it. They want you to be the face because they remember you as a child or they did this, that. I mean, come on, man. All he do is go around and the whole thing amongst these black American fighters, their whole thing is all they want to do is go around and disrespect the people that pay their bills. Tell me I'm wrong. All they want to do is go around and disrespect the people that pay their bills. You know? And all the people ask you as you do your job. You notice that going around sports, people don't want to do their jobs. Look at John Morant. He get paid all this money, right? John Morant get paid all this money to play in the NBA. He bitching and complaining. I don't want to be here. I don't want to play. Like, bro, you got a 1% job, bro. The people that own the team would love to do your job. Hoop for a living. A lot of them are trading being billionaires to have your opportunity. Believe it or not. They ungrateful, bro. They entitled. We didn't raise a very entitled. Society. And I told y'all this is the matriarchy at work. Women raise kids to have mental health days. Tell me I'm lying. Women raise kids. It's okay if you don't come to work. You don't have perfect attendance. Check out my other channel. I did the short on Free Game 89 where our girls say I don't believe in perfect attendance award. We understand a lot of you brothers in here, whether you a Brad, a Hector, a brother, you know, a DeAndre, whatever you want to call it. Y'all understand, like, even if who gonna pay our bills if we don't go to work? If we coughing, sick, our back hurting, even if we go to work, we got to go to the side hustle. We got to get that money, because if we don't go get the money, and we got to do it. We program to run ourselves into the mud to get it. And when most of y'all brothers be relaxing, it don't even feel right to relax. Tell me I'm lying. For most of y'all brothers, when y'all relax, y'all ain't got nothing to do. Y'all be tripping. You're like, oh, I got free time. Like, you be like, man, you just got to find something to do. Niggas start painting the walls, running a carpet cleaner when you don't have. You be like, I got free time. That's why I be talking about, like, I did the video like earlier this year, or was it last year, on the other channel, Free Game 89, links in the description. That's why I did the video talking about, like, man, ain't no real productive man thinking about fucking 24/7. Like, come on, real dudes that's productive. You can't think about having sex every day. On the weekend when you free, or you free on the Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, you want to clap cheeks and woo woo, but ain't nobody thinking about having sex 24/7, bro. You thinking about the next investment. You thinking about, okay, what's the next hustle? Okay, what I got to do next at work? What I got to do to level up? You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. Oh, what's the workout gonna be tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? What's coming in? What's going out? That's what you're thinking about, bro. Ain't no niggas just sitting here 24/7. Any productive man sitting there 24/7 thinking about pussy all the time. And that's just a fact. But, you know, just want to spit that in there. But unfortunately, you know, Jake Paul's trying to sit here and be the voice of women. When you work with a known abuser, you can miss me with that shit, homeboy. You can miss me with that. You work with this abuser. He had a track record of being an abuser. That just kill me when motherfuckers want to be moral or have morality or have these morals when it comes to the afterthought. You knew what was going on, and Tank was stupid. Maybe the fight wasn't selling, and it's a civil suit. I don't respect civil suits without criminal suits. I don't respect civil suits without criminal suits. I don't respect it. I think that's one of the laws that they should pass. Tell me I'm lying. I think that's one of the laws they should pass. They should pass laws that you can't file a civil suit until you complete a criminal suit. I don't want to hear it. I think that they should pass a law where you can't, file a civil suit until you file a criminal suit. And it should be a quick transition too. Win a criminal suit, get into the civil suit, what you want. But most of the people, that's why I already know, you don't care nothing about, justice or stopping him from doing it again. It's just about a paycheck. And a lot of them, that woman probably did that to Tank, probably text Tank a whole bunch of shit, knowing Tank's a hothead, and hit a lick. Instead of having a baby, she hit another lick. That's what women gonna start doing. They gonna start hitting licks. They gonna start, leveraging baby mamas, or you cheating and extorting. That's why a lot of NBA athletes, NFL, they get extorted by these women, bro. That's a fact. They get extorted. I won't tell your wife. Extortion, the baby hustle, the abortion hustle. And this hustle where more women gonna start doing this, provoking you to put your hands on yourself. And the best thing I can tell you is walk away. Don't ask why. Don't go back and forth. Don't reason with them. Walk away, bro. Your power and your silence and your presence, is PPP. And I ain't talking about the loan. Your power, presence, or PPS. Power, presence, and silence. You know what I'm saying? That's your key. Once you take that back, she has no leverage over you. But y'all let these women talk to y'all any type of way, talk slick, call you out your name. Y'all want to engage in an argument. All that's gonna do is you engage in going upside her head. You ain't even gonna remember what happened. You're gonna I just spaz. Women know what they be doing. They learn they learn how you tick. They learn to push your buttons and then play victim. Most of these women that be in these situations, they're victims. They come in as victims before the situation happened. They plotting on you, bro. Just walk away. She arguing about some child support. Let her have it, bro. Like, okay, you got it, bro. I'm telling you, walk away, bro. When you put these women on timeout and you don't talk to these women, you live your best life. You get the best results out of them, bro. Especially dealing with Keisha and these white hood rats and shit. I'm telling you that right now, bro. Go back and forth with them what you want. Argue what you want. You're going to lose. But hey, we got Lubin and we got brother. Well, I don't like that picture. Then you got brother Lubin and Vergil Ortiz. Okay. So got a good fight here. I must say myself. Vergil Ortiz was on record today saying that he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. I mean, we know that's cap. We ain't got to worry about that. But it's a good fight. Lubin is sitting there with 4-inch arm advantage, reach advantage in this particular fight. Vergil Ortiz, he's got a really good resume. I mean, Lubin got a good resume. Wins and losses both go on the resume as experience. And Lubin's a big kid, 5'11", 74.5-inch arm. So you got I think 4.5-inch reach advantage. Vergil Ortiz is a guy that started off at 140, big kid. Like to throw everything hard. The one thing about Vergil Ortiz is he likes to make sure you on the mark. If you ain't on the mark, he ain't gonna throw no punches. He like to throw everything hard. He like to go into this real high guard like Arthur Abraham, and he like to throw everything hard and explosive. He's a very explosive fighter. He throws everything at the same speed, everything hard. And I think Lubin best thing is to really establish a jab. Turn them, and I would turn them, and I think really box them and really attack the body. I think if Lubin really attacked that body, he'll break Vergil Ortiz. Now Mexicans can't take body shots, and then this is a dude who already had rhabdomyosis. So if I'm him, I'm worried about that jab, and I'm worried about just really using angles and attacking the body. If I'm Erickson Lubin, using that reach and really using angles to get around that high guard and really attacking around that body. I think if he gonna win, he gonna attack that body. Vergil Ortiz can't take that body work. I'm telling you that right now. But I think it's a really good fight. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these fights are few far in between. Obviously, you got a loaded card November 22nd, but you should be having fights all through here, and it's just too few far in between. But this is a good one. I think it's, Lubin, if he is able to box, use his jab, attack the body, use angles, turn Vergil Ortiz. That's it. But Vergil gonna be wanting you to be sitting right on the line. He attacked even versus Madrimov. Madrimov was even versus Madrimov. He didn't do shit until Madrimov was a sitting duck. 7-8 rounds when he started breathing out his mouth. He didn't do anything but attack Madrimov till he couldn't, until he got him cornered. He would corner Madrimov in the 4th and 5th round, and he wouldn't do anything. Vergil Ortiz, if he don't think he can land, he won't throw. So always remember that. So there's going to be opportunities for Lubin to be first with the jab, Lubin to really shoe shine and step over, use angles to go around that high guard. But the Mexicans tend to have problems with niggas. And I'm going to just say that again. I think when he fought that guy, Michael McKisson, he wasn't a brother. But if McKisson could, he would have been a lot of problems in that fight. McKisson had a really, really slick style. McKisson just can't punch. He had 4 KOs through 29 fights right now. And McKisson was piecing his ass up for another southpaw. So Lubin got a great chance of winning this fight, to be honest with you. What up, Kobe? Whenever Kobe come on, he got a great chance of winning this fight. So Vergil Ortiz struggled with those slick guys, bro. That McKisson was piecing his ass up. Biscuit, honey with the biscuit, red beans, the rice with the biscuit. So that's the one thing about Vergil Ortiz. Yeah, he fight guys that sit in front of him. And I wouldn't say Madrimov was a guy very awkward, very slick. Madrimov beat him. I don't care what nobody say. Madrimov beat him. Sergey Bokachuk beat him. So he like to have guys that sit right, guys that sit right there. He ain't really, blowing these guys out like you think he would. But then again, I give him grace because he was coming off of sickness, 147 pounds, 54 pounder, and he getting respect. So, at this point, he's a full-fledged 154 pounder. And maybe he can hurt somebody. Maybe he can hurt Lubin. But if I'm Lubin, I'm beating him with accuracy. I'm beating him with touching him, and I'm beating him with hard shots to the body. If Lubin break him down to the body, he's gonna win this fight. I'm telling you, if Lubin go to the body, stay behind his reach, stay behind his speed, don't really look to load up on the headshots, just touch him and touch that body, Lubin gonna stop him, bro. Lubin gonna stop. But if Lubin sit there and I hear him talking about it's a firefight, you giving him what he want. Don't look for a firefight. And I get it. You going to enemy territory, you down 3 or 4 rounds. But if I'm him, I'm Lubin, I'm just looking to box, slide up out of there, turn them, find them angles, attack the body. That's what I'm looking to do. Only hard shots I'm having Lubin really throw early on is them body shots. That's what I feel like he should do. But if he sit there and he planning on the firefight, I get it. Because you going to Golden Boy, they don't like niggas, and they already down 4 or 5 points. I get it. But if he looking to go in there and make a statement, he gonna stay behind that 4.5-inch reach, that speed, that athleticism, his footwork, his angles. Don't leave sledge and hammer at the crib unless you just go into the body and later that fight. That's what I would say, dude, bro. Just sit there, box, turn them, go around, use them angles, get into a boxing groove, attack the body with hard shots, and let the chips fall where they fall. But if he going there looking for a firefight, I understand because he probably already losing before he get into the ring. I get it.
Well, he's definitely losing before he gets into this fight, bro. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely losing before he get into this fight. Like, he not the house fighter. We already know how that go. Shit, it's an intriguing fight. The only thing with me is, did you watch Lubin last fight?
I seen some of it on Pro Box. That kid was pretty big, though. He was 6'2".
Yeah, he was 6'2", but he was like
6'2" southpaw.
He was ultra green, though. The only thing with this fight, the only thing that concerned me, and I will listen to your video yesterday. The only thing that concerns me is because we know Vergil because he trained by Robert, we know he gonna dig to the body. But if Lubin don't dig to the body, and if Lubin don't got his legs, I don't know if he could beat Vergil. Only not saying that Vergil's more skilled than Lubin, or if this was Lubin prior to, or even if this was Lubin like that fought that fought prior to Charlo or even after Charlo, skill wise, it's just that I don't know if his legs are still there. Like that Fondura shit. Like he did look. Against Jesus Ramos, I still had him winning. A lot of people tell me I'm bugging. I was the only person that called it when he beat him. His legs look super sharp and he looked very sharp. But I don't know if Father Time just gonna catch up to him. To be honest, that's the only thing that I'm concerned about. If his legs still there, he could beat this nigga easy.
How old is he? I know he's been in some wars.
Lubin,
He's 30. 30.
Oh, okay.
30.
He's 29, but he's 30, yeah.
30.
So, but he been in a few wars. But if his leg's not there, because the last fight, it looked, and he's not trained by what's it called neither. I just want to let you know that.
Kevin Cunningham won't train no more?
No, that's why I asked if you watched the last fight, because they played like a semi-documentary talking about how Lubin manager and Kevin Cunningham didn't get along at all. And that his manager basically gave him an ultimatum. His manager is actually one of the main investors in ProBox.
Oh, so that's who gave him the platform.
Yeah. So his manager basically said when he got into that fight with Jesus Ramos, everybody was kind of like gassing him up, like, yo, you did a phenomenal job. And he walked in and said that was bullshit. And like him and Kevin Cunningham got into it, and he said he basically gave Erickson like a warning, like, yo, it's either me or him. That's who you gonna go with. He was like, so you make your choice. He trained by the same dude now that trained Edgar Berlanga. That's who his trainer is.
Who the fuck trained Edgar Berlanga?
I actually interviewed him. I forget his name.
He from New York?
He from New York, and I'm gonna tell you this before you make your
it ain't the brother, is it?
No, it's a Puerto Rican dude. I'm gonna tell you the comment. Let me tell you this. For all y'all, this is an exclusive. So last summer, not the summer that just passed, but the summer of 24, right? Peep this, CJ. I think I told you this. His trainer told me, and shout out to my boy Hans, what the second corner man tried to press my boy Hans, and I stood right behind him because they was talking about some. Hans wrote an article, and Hans was like, bro, I just work for this place. I ain't write that about you. So I'm standing there. So everything cooled down. I asked, is Edgar Berlanga really going to fight Canelo? Obviously, because the fight was, upcoming in September, right? They say, yeah, we know we going to lose. But then after that, that's when we going to, start building him up to get him to be like a little bit more serious. So I don't take none of their shit for, I don't trust their word as far as I can throw it. When I saw Lubin in there with him, it seemed like he was more dedicated because his manager said on that little semi-documentary that they had that this is really his last shot. Like it was damn near foreshadowing, like, yo, this run that he's on right now, I guess like they kind of set it up in 3 stages, his career, like from what they were doing in that little semi-documentary. It was like the beginning, his career started off with Mike Tyson, and then the pre-Charlo with the PBC, and then now. And they said if he don't get to it now, like you said, and like we always say, might as well go get that CDL, my brother. So
that's crazy. Like,
yeah, gave him an ultimatum. I feel like Kevin Cunningham, I feel like was a better trainer for him because he looked.
My thing is this. Anybody give me an ultimatum. You can
gave him an ultimatum.
Yeah, you can kick rocks, bro. But I don't know their business or nothing like that. So
gave him an ultimatum, bro. Told him, listen, it's either him or me. You choose.
Like, yeah, it's like
you choose.
Yeah. What nationality is dog?
Who?
The manager. The manager.
It rhymes. He's Caucasian, but I want to say his nationality.
It's small hat.
Bluish.
That doesn't surprise me. So he really had no choice.
He had no choice.
Brother Lubin had no choice. Brother Lubin had no choice.
He had no choice.
Yeah, you see your boy Floyd up there buffooning and cooning up there.
Oh no, well I've been told. Come on now, we've been known that Floyd wanted a handler. Floyd said, "I need to be handled, sir. I can't even handle my own money."
All that money. You don't have no power over yourself. Ain't no way, bro.
I needs to be handled, sir. I was tired, boss. I needs to be handled, sir. Look at my hair plugs. They barely stand it anymore.
Crazy, bro. Can't even spell Israel.
Can't
Even spell that shit.
nigga, that nigga, you said Israel. That nigga can't spell is. Oh, dumbass, cool ass.
Man.
Remember, wait, hold on.
Hey, Black Boxer's going out bad this whole year.
Remember, wait, let me remind you of something, CJ. Remember when Floyd Mayweather, right? Remember that time when Floyd Mayweather said that shit about Gucci, right? You remember who was standing next to him?
Brother Polite.
And remember that nigga, Brother Polite said, listen.
And what he in jail right now for what?
That con artist.
He in court. He took some coochie, some underage coochie. Yeah, he took some underage coochie. What you talking about?
PPP scams.
Hell no, he took some. That motherfucker took some underage coochie, bro.
That nigga said, listen, Floyd socioeconomical. You know these fucking hotep ass niggas always go talk about socioeconomical. The
black woman is.
Oh man.
The black woman is God. Remember that nigga Young Pharaoh?
They be like,
remember that nigga? Hey, remember that nigga Bunk Pharaoh? That's the one that did the gloves on
Wilder.
He was going around saying the black woman God. He put his chick, I believe, through nursing school or something like that. He caught that nigga with her with another nigga, I believe.
Excuse me?
Yes. What you think happened to that nigga?
I don't know.
That's what happened. Going around here saying the black woman is God and God.
Yeah.
God.
Yes,
and
goddess.
I think he put his chick through school or whatever, and she ended up cheating on him.
And she said, "Yeah, my nigga said I'm God, so I could go do whatever I want."
Yeah. Those spiritual chicks. Oh, they gets no play in this ride. Absolutely not.
If I find out you got a moon rock,
them tattoos.
Yeah. If I find out you wear evil eye, if I find out that you wear a doobie wrap like my favorite Obia woman, Erica Boudoir. If I find out you read tarot cards, you know where you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all that, and they always.
If I find out you like any type of incense,
and they always come with STDs, the ones you can't get rid of. They always, I'm telling you, they always the ones. Dr. CB, and I'm telling you, dog.
The bitches that be doing, excuse my language, CJ, I'm not trying to demonetize, but the broads that be on that whole thing, I need healing. We know what you need healing from.
Yeah, all them tattoo shit. Nose rings.
CJ, what's that movie with Vince Vaughn and old girl that used to date not Tom Cruise, but not Val Kilmer. You know the nigga that Mike Tyson was, but not the nigga that Mike. Yeah, the nigga that Brad Pitt.
Robert Givens.
No, not
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
What's the white guy? What's the white girl from Friends?
Oh, you talking about Jennifer Aniston?
Yes. You don't remember that movie where he said, "And let's talk about your sister." She said, "Don't you dare talk about my sister. She's been through a lot." He said, "Of dick."
Yeah,
that's what them hotel women been through. Talking about they've been through some. They'll talk about healing. If you be in prayer groups where
and they somebody they in communities and shit, but it's really polygamy and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a community. They got all these.
What is it that y'all be doing? Oh yeah, you know we go by the bonfire and we be up in the mountains and we be beating on drums and stuff like that. They be conjuring spirits and having sex with each other.
Hell yeah. The only thing about spiritual chicks, they love polygamy.
Yeah,
they love to be under one house.
Man,
but I'm good.
Me and sister girl here, we share the same man because we're goddesses.
Yeah, black woman's God.
Yeah,
God.
The black woman is God. The black woman is God, brother. The black, aka Alma Sam. The black woman is God, brother.
You see what Roland Martin had on?
What would that shirt say?
Vote like a black woman. I hope that was Photoshop.
It better have been Photoshop. I'm surprised that man ain't make a trip to Turkey yet. Stupid.
He took that picture down with Michelle from Destiny's Child.
Why?
He removed that from the internet. I found it though. I still got it in my phone.
Oh, ass nigga, these bitches. I really can't.
I remember my man in Chicago ran up on that nigga, man. Me and my mom was laughing at that shit for a minute.
What'd he say?
Cause he was trolling the nigga channel about, you know, voting and shit. That nigga pulled up and rolled him. It was on X. Rolled Marlon's head behind 2 fried Christian chicken bitches. That nigga was scared as hell. The internet hype you up.
Oh man, he said.
What Jay-Z say on dig a, what Jay-Z say on dig a hole? Let your man hype you to go against your idol.
Whew.
Goddamn, knowing this is what I do. Like niggas disrespecting Jay is crazy to me, nigga.
Yo, people,
niggas, man,
he's not that good.
Man, that nigga Jay is bananas. Ain't nobody fuck with Jay on no verses, but like on the outperform tip, yeah, he might can get outperformed by Busta. Yeah,
track. Y'all are crazy.
Man,
he got R&B features. He got deep.
People don't know, bro. People just don't know about that, man. He would destroy Eminem, bro. With his seesaw shit. He would destroy Eminem with his seesaw shit.
Eminem couldn't do. Remember, Eminem's verses was supposed to be with DMX. They had to replace him with Snoop Dogg.
Man, Eminem would have got obliterated. His music just didn't age well. Ain't no disrespect.
It aged like bananas in a brown paper bag during a heat wave in the middle of Arizona on a Wednesday afternoon.
When y'all hear that shit, like it's kind of it'll sound off like.
Let me tell you this, bro. You imagine a verses, right? Name me a Jay-Z song right now.
Welcome to New York. H to the Izzo.
Drop me a Jay-Z opening bar right now that you can remember off the top of your head. Do the intro.
I was talking about Dynasty intro. Yeah. Oh, you dropped me on the spot. You can't touch the untouchable, the unreachable. It's holy, baby.
He said, imagine him opening up. They say, amid you standing on a giant, so you can see much further than a giant.
I am him. I am mass. That whole song has been.
Ain't no iron. No, not Ming, but Sean. And imagine Eminem.
Hey, what he say? He said, you know, they call us Gang Green because we stop your run. I forgot how I go off the rip. Man, that nigga spitting on that bitch, though. That nigga got so much shit, dog.
Come on, hey. Imagine Eminem following up with this, CJ. Imagine him following up with this. Come here, little kids, on my lap. Yes, back with a brand new rap, and I don't mean rap as a new.
It's different. Like, yeah, that motherfucker say. When you say I forgot my vest, but we was like, damn, he was just with us yesterday. Like, dog. Like niggas don't like they really like I was really like a Jay fan. Like niggas really ain't outside. It's kind of like when niggas
Jay-Z said, order some Patrizi while talking to this breezy, brushing off my 3-piece. I make this look too easy. So tall and lanky, my suit it should thank me. I make it look good to be this hood Maya Lancy. Mixed with Lucky Lefty, gangster effortlessly. Papa was a Rolling Stone. It's in my end. Stress Street. I'm in a whole nother league. Niggas couldn't test me. Plus, I sport fly shit. I should win an ESPY.
I finally seen that nigga hooped yesterday on Instagram. I was dying laughing watching that shit.
Was it that bad?
No, he went to the rack. Like he was hooping. It's just I can't imagine him hooping.
See?
Couldn't imagine it. Come on. He was on live. He was on live back in the day.
I remember with the S. Carter sneaker. Come on.
Yeah,
bro.
He was on live.
You forget I'm not a new nigga, bro.
Like what the nigga say? I ain't. Who said I ain't never had? Oh, I ain't never wore S. Carter's. I forgot what Gucci said. Oh, Gucci was going on that nigga. He was going on that nigga. Jay-Z didn't waste his time responding to that nigga though.
Why would he?
He said, "You be Jeezy be the appetizer. You could be the entree. Your wife is Beyonce."
You can't get mad at him for taking his shot though.
What type of king with in the middle of the summer puts a fucking leather pants? That nigga was going on tip though. When that nigga was tweaking, the bitch like, oh, he bipolar. That Jamaican bitch didn't put a fucking hex on this dumbass nigga.
She's not Jamaican. That bitch is not Jamaican. We're not gonna.
That's what she claimed.
She's not Jamaican.
That's what she claimed.
If she is a Jamaican, she's a Hobia woman.
I don't know that pussy must be good.
Well, all they boxes fire, but that don't mean nothing. That nigga might be under MK Ultra.
Yeah, nigga under some shit. What you think about Jerron Ennis pulling up?
Shit. I ain't want to give away I'm gonna talk about it anyway. But this is the thing with this whole shit. And it's really starting to get annoying because I was already told, I don't want to give it away. But I was already told what the route was, and if the game plan goes according to plan, then this fight not happening without no belt being on the line. I'm just gonna let you know that.
We already knew that. That's why Vergil Ortiz ain't said nothing.
I'm gonna tell you this, CJ. And I'm gonna tell the audience this from Jump Street. Back in June. No, sorry, back in April, right after Boots fought, right? I asked what was Boots' plans? What was it the Vergil stuff? And like you said, we both know Vergil never wanted to fight two people. He never wanted to fight Bud, and he ain't never wanted to fight Gervonta Ennis. So the fact that Vergil out here now pump faking, making it seem like this is gonna happen, it's bullshit. Boots is gonna go the WBA route. That's why he fought for that vacant title. So I don't know why anybody's out here making it seem like this fight is gonna get made. Now I could be wrong, right? I definitely could be wrong and say that, and saying that, and plans could get rerouted and changed because the Abu dude who has the WBA title, there's talks about him fighting what's my son's name with the WBO, Xander Zayas. I don't know if that's
Yeah, they trying to make that happen at Madison Square Garden.
In the Garden, right? Not in Puerto Rico though. In
the Garden. Yeah, in the Garden.
Yeah, that could change everything if they unify him. But the thing that's holding that up, from what I've been told, was the TV network thing. And
yeah.
I thought Abu was an MVP fighter. He's not an MVP fighter neither. So I don't know, but I don't believe this whole Vergil. I got to see that to see it. I got to see it to believe it. I don't believe that they're gonna put him in there with no black dude at all. I don't believe it. I don't know what he gonna do because he ain't gonna get no goddamn belt.
You talking about who? Vergil or Duran?
Vergil. Virgil's not in line for no belt. Gervonta's basically that Abu guy's number one contender.
That Abu dude guy said he'd fight him. He called him out too.
He did?
Yeah, he called him out.
That's what I was told in April. When I asked what is he gonna do? Is he gonna try to fight Barrios? This was when he was still 147. They said, who don't got the belt at 54 no more? Person told me that. I said, Bud don't got it. They said, all right, there go your answer.
Yeah, that's the he the interim champ. He called out Boots after he fought I don't even know who he fought last.
I don't know who he fought. That was an MVP card. I don't know dude's name. Sorry. I don't even try to be disrespectful.
No, I'm talking about Boots. Who did he fight? Who did he fight last?
Salami, eggs, and bacon, brother.
They sent Drander's ass trying to push for that Basso fight. That's his own boxing scene. Hold on.
He pushing for the Abu fight.
Yeah, he pushing. Of course, they always looking for the easy
He's trying to get the easy lick. He's trying to get the easy lick.
So it say Gervonta Ennis called out by super welterweight champion after stunning first round KO. Bosses Baru opened the fight. Yeah.
I called him Abu. My bad.
You said, I would love to test myself against the best, and I'd be down for the fight like this, depend on the road they pursue, but I'm willing to fight Boots. So he said he's willing to fight him.
I know his accountant too, so I could ask some questions.
And here you go. 5 days ago, Xander Zayas pushed for the Abbas Baru keeps top rank best and tough. These niggas just always looking for the easy route, bro.
That's all.
I already know Vergil. Yeah, Vergil ain't fighting him. You ain't heard nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't.
You ain't heard nothing about him, but they like, well, Vergil, like he want to be quiet and he want to make no.
Everything this is what pisses me off about this motherfucker, bro. I'm sorry. Every time you try to criticize that guy, Vergil, it's always, well, he live in the gym and he just don't know when to stop training and he's his own worst enemy and his daddy this and that and blah blah blah. I don't want to hear it, bro.
They don't want to negotiate a fight, but they negotiating Benavidez versus Gilberto Ramirez right now to go down next.
So what's stopping anybody? What's stopping you from doing that? I just said Lubin don't got no goddamn legs. So you should be able to win it. You younger than him, and you ain't been in you ain't never been dropped. You ain't never been knocked out. You ain't never been bloodied or beaten up like that. So you ain't never been in a weight division that long to even be tested like that, if we really being honest. So what's the problem? Make the guy just negotiate the fight, and if the plans get spoiled, they get spoiled. It ain't like you ever fought for a title anyway. You ain't losing much money. Am I tripping?
I remember I was hearing his dad say he supports his whole family too.
Yeah,
Vergil.
a fucking river. Who cares? It's always we supposed to be sympathetic towards them when they support their whole family. But when one of us support our whole family, it's why don't they just go out and get jobs?
Hey, Angel say I used to think rapping at 38 was ew, but last year alone I grossed 38 million. I know I ain't quite 38, but still the flow so special. I got a 38 feel. Yeah, man, niggas don't know, bro. Niggas don't know, bro. Nick J is. Said I keep one eye on him like CBS.
Come on, bro.
You know we can get TDS, so I keep one eye on him like CBS.
And people will go out there and tell me that Eminem will beat him in the verses. People tell me
Lil
Wayne will beat him in the verses. Are you crazy?
Lil Wayne can't even remember the words to his lyrics. Nigga. He cool. I never really been a big Wayne fan, bro, for real. I never really been a big one. Outside of Carter 1 and 2, really, I was more of a Juvie guy. And you seen why in the versus battle.
Yeah, the versus battle, Juvie carried that whole joint. They should just let Juvie go off. They really should just let Juvie go off.
It was Juvie and me. Hey, Snoop snapped on that bitch too, though.
He said, "Where I'm from, we don't ride on food."
Hey, I forgot he snapped like that on that. Yeah. Hey, he snapped on that bitch, dog. Everybody snapped on there. Rest in peace to Bossellini, too.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody saying, yeah, he died in a car accident.
Yeah? Damn.
Yeah, he died in a car accident, yup. A while ago. Young Bleed just died today. Will we do that there?
You do that there?
Yeah, he just passed today. Yup. Yeah, he just passed today. Yup. 51 years old.
That's a young man.
Hey, man, people. I mean, yeah, Deion falling apart. Told everybody to get the jab, alley-oop. And look at him falling apart.
You know how what we said about him, but I ain't gonna pile it on him. He not in the best health. But he
what his son say? He said everything start going around. You start fucking with Caruso.
With that, yep, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
Man, that shit was wild. But let me get out of here, man. You Miles, you want the piece of cake? You want this cake? You want your cake? You want
big drama show?
Nah, fuck that nigga, man. I can't stand him neither, bro. But let me get out of here. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.